Welcome to an episode of Lego Worlds. In today's episode, we are still doing Jungle Explorer. I am going to be making a waterfall with it being in a jungle scenery. So we're going to raise the terrain up to a certain height where we like it. Now you can make the terrain any height you want. I'm not going to go too crazy with this. But basically I'm making it as high as I think it should be. And trying to make it as realistic as possible. And I'm checking to see if I like the way my terrain looks. Once you have the terrain, it doesn't matter what color 2x4 brick you want to use, because the 2x4 brick is just an outline. And what I mean by that is we are going to just make it look like it's dripping down in the mountain, because we're going to be replacing this outline with water. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it looks like it's a waterfall dripping down. You don't have to do both sides. You can do one side. If you want to do both sides, you can do both sides, but I just did one side. And then I made it about 3 bricks. Even though I put 4 bricks here, I made it 3 bricks going across. You can make the waterfall as big as you want, or as small as you want. And I'm just doing this while I'm waiting for the next showcase to come out. And hopefully the showcase will be out sometime soon. I'm not sure when it's going to be out, but when it does come out, I will show you guys the showcase. So in the meantime, we're going to just build this waterfall. And we can do a couple of things with it once we get the waterfall going. This is a simple build. Anyone could do this. And anyone can decorate it the way they want to decorate it. I try to decorate mine the best I can. So we're building. I'm making mine waterfall about 3. You can go as many as you want. So now I got this red outline. So now I'm going to get my paint tool out and put river water. and try and carefully go up into the mountain here. And what you want to do is river water it all the way through. Which you ain't gonna get every piece, but get most of the pieces that it looks like it goes completely through. You can make it as deep as you want it. If you want it to have like a pool-like effect, that it goes down into a pond, you can do that. But as you can see, what it's doing is it's taking away my foundation and replacing most of the foundation pieces with water. And I just wanted to get most of it so it looks like it goes through. And we gotta get rid of the red bricks where we outlined it. And then I put a little like pond down here. Not a big one, just a little one. So it looks like there's a waterfall going up the pond. Then I wanted to add a bridge. So I chose like a rusty brown. And I went with the 1x4 flat. And what I'm going to do is just make a bridge going across. And I noticed that I had water going on top of the bridge. You can't delete the water paint, but you can absorb it. Well, I call it absorb it, by placing a tile over it. So I went and put tiles over it to absorb any excess water. And then I went and removed the tiles. But then I noticed the water is on the side of the bridge. So I figure I'm going to make my bridge a little bit slightly bigger, just to get rid of some of that excess water. And there's our bridge. You can make whatever type of bridge you want. I went with an easy bridge. Now I'm going to decorate. And this is where the fun comes in. So I wanted something that when you cross the bridge, you find a treasure. And I've been using the one jungle idol too many times, so I switched it up to this one. And I think this one went perfect here. I was going to add more, but then I decided not to. That would be overdoing it. Then I was thinking maybe add a tree. But then halfway through the menu, I decided I don't want a tree. I want to make it more jungly. So what I'm going to use is the lush plant or bush, whatever it's called, and I'm just going to plant these randomly, just around. I decorated one side a little bit more than the other side. I'll probably go back later and decorate the other side more if I have time. But you want to be able to put these in good spots. That way it looks like, oh, we're in the jungle. This is part of the jungle. And as you can see, it actually brings it out a little bit. And I thought that looked pretty nice. But I didn't want to do too many trees and flowers. So I'm going to add these flowers to like different spots. Saying that they're part of the jungle. You know, just give it some color. I figured some ground foliage in one spot, see what it looks like. These guys look pretty neat, so I figured these could just, you know, hang off the cliff here. Like, they're growing and they belong. Because my character is kind of trapped in this little water spot because it's a little deep, but we can get the character out. It's not that bad. And she jumps out. So yeah, if you like